Today I'm going to be eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner here in one sitting. I got a nice little solid breakfast, scrambled eggs, hash brown, 2 sausage links, and 2 strips of bacon. For lunch I have a classic turkey sandwich with cheese, mustard, mayo, and a bag of chips. And for dinner I have some tumba pasta. Everything is looking mighty fine, and I just went with some things that when I think of these meals, these are some of the first things that pop into my head. So the breakfast cost me 12 bucks, the lunch cost me 11 bucks, and the dinner cost me 18 bucks. The lunch also came with this 0 sugar Sprite and a cookie. I might actually throw in a little dessert after we get through the line. I'm going to be accompanying each meal with a drink. So I have a coffee right here for the breakfast, the Sprite for lunch, and then a little bit of wine. Not too much. I'm pretty much back to baseline, but still want to take it easy. So I'm only gonna have a little glass here to accompany the pasta, and yeah. So I'm excited. I've never done something like this. I've never had a meal with different meals built into one meal. So we're gonna get right into it, starting with the breakfast, of course. Let's take a sip of this coffee. Very good. Oh yeah, scrambled eggs, man. I could have used some pepper, but didn't have it. What I do have, low key, I forgot about these. Some little Tabasco packets from my last video sitting here, so I might just have to. Knew that would happen. Do one of those. Tabasco on the eggs. Usually I wouldn't do that, but since it's just sitting here. And you know what? I realized I didn't give you a close-up of anything. Nice hash browns underneath. Good looking bacon, sausage, and eggs. Really the only place in all of my area that sells like a good American style breakfast. And so far, tasting mighty fine. Ooh. I don't know if I've ever had Tabasco on eggs, but I like it. I like it a lot. Some hash browns. A lot of people say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Never abided with those rules. I rarely eat breakfast. Pretty much never, to be honest with you. Let me just actually slide right down here. Usually, I'm just not that hungry when I wake up. Sometimes I am, but after I have a little morning coffee and just chill for 30 minutes, the hunger goes away. And I'm like, well, if I can save my calories for later on the day, because I hate going to sleep hungry. That's the worst. So in my mind's eye, I'm thinking, well, the later I start eating, the later I'll finish eating. If I have a certain amount of calories I want to hit in one day. And yeah, so I usually push off my first meal to break the fast as long as possible. Right now it is almost 4 o'clock p.m. However, I do find that when I do eat a good solid breakfast, it does give me some energy through the day. As long as you don't go too overboard. So I could see why people say it's so damn important. And this is like, for me, pretty close to the perfect breakfast. The name of this restaurant actually calls this the Obama breakfast, which came with everything here except the bacon. I think it came with toast too. I'm saving that for later. And I looked up what does Obama eat for breakfast, and apparently he did love eggs, 4 to 6 eggs, and potatoes, and maybe some toast. Nothing was mentioned about the sausage. And apparently, he wasn't a coffee guy. I don't know if I buy that. Just kidding. Coffee, still hot. Super fresh, right out of my knockoff Nespresso pods. All right, breakfast finished. Let's move into lunch, shall we? So I got some Subway. It is what it is. I got a 6-inch, very plain Jane sandwich right here. This is a turkey and American cheese on white, untoasted. We got mayo and mustard on this, with an extra helping of turkey. So actually a fair amount of turkey, not looking too bad. Real crazy mustard dilemma we have going on here. What happened there? I'm just genuinely curious how that happened on the end there. But yeah, ever since I had that Jersey Mike's simple turkey sandwich, I've been craving just a simple turkey sandwich. And now Subway, I think they, here in Korea, didn't have turkey for the longest time, and now they got it back on the menu. But for this lunch, I'm gonna be putting a punch of crunch in each munch by inserting some chips into the mix of the sandwich. I also got a random chips bag. See, when you go to their app and you select chips, you can't select what kind of chips you want. So they gave me these Korean-style potato chips. Not my first choice. Oh no, doesn't work. Crazy. God. Not very many there. And you know what? I think also for this lunch, I'm going to be doing a spontaneous product review. Found this on Amazon a few months ago. I picked it up. I was going to incorporate it into some video, and I was like, well, might as well try it for this one. Snacktive, as seen on Shark Tank, no affiliation. Still employed by sponsorship since 1989. In the pack, we have your Snacktives. And they're basically like chopsticks for your fingers, like built in. So you put your, just do one of these. And the whole point is, if you're gaming, if you're chilling and you don't want to get dust all over your fingers, you can just snag them. And that was my first try using them. Not bad. The question is, will it work with a mouse? Fortunately, I don't have a controller to demonstrate that, but I think this would actually work really well. Yeah, that seems to actually work pretty well. I think I picked it up for like 10 to 15 bucks with another $10 shipping. And we're gonna be putting some of these chips right onto the sandwich. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's pretty intuitive right off the bat. Like anyone, you can just pick, there's no learning curve like actual chopsticks. And they do appear to have some kind of like grip on the tip here, so you can grab onto things a little bit better. Just kind of an unnecessary but potentially useful item that you might want to check out on Amazon. Again, zero affiliations. Actually, I wonder if I can eat this sandwich wearing these. But the amount of mustard they just put on is obnoxious. Oh my God. My hands are gonna be smelling like Subway mustard for the whole day. A little bit of mustard can go a long way, is what I will say. Kind of pointless because the sandwich has so much sauce, it's getting my hands all saucy anyway, but imagine it was a more well-prepared sandwich. You get the bread barrier, but you don't want the dust to get on your fingers. I think that kind of works. I don't eat a lot of snacks like this. I rarely do. I love them. I love chips. Just empty calories. And these chips, they're pretty mild. They have a little bit of a chili flavor, I guess, but nothing too bad. I think they work okay on this. I think it could work better with like a stronger kind of bitey chip, like a salt and vinegar type of chip. Jalapeno chip. Both of those are hard to find over here. A pickle on here. Didn't ask for those. Yeah, usually when I get Subway, I put on like a lot of vegetables because it's an easy hack to get free vegetables into my system. But back when I was living in the States, and I would make a lot of sandwiches for myself, it would be something very similar to this, if not exactly like this. Turkey cheese, mustard. And so yeah, this is bringing me back. I like it a lot. $11 lunch. I mean, I remember when a footlong would be like $5. But it is what it is. You gotta adapt. Easier said than done. Yeah, to get smaller ones, it is a bit more difficult. Those stragglers, but I think with practice, yeah, no, I've already mastered it. All right. To keep going along with this concept, I am going to finish off the whole of my lunch, including this drink. Should we do the Sprite chug? This could really hurt me moving on to this heavy pasta if I got that bubbly stomach, but going in. Oh yeah. I'm actually full right now because of that pop. But let's move into dinner. Pour a little bit of this random wine that's been in my fridge for like who knows how long. I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, dude, this is my first drink in like 2.5 weeks. I don't think I'm gonna get drunk. It's just I'm trying to be as healthy as possible, recovering completely from this sickness. Oh yeah, so this is tumba pasta. I've had this on the channel before. This is from Outback, and this is extremely popular over here in Korea. It's kind of a thick, creamy, deep, rich sauce. Maybe a little bit of zang to it. It's got shrimp and it's got mushrooms, and yeah, it's a phenomenon over here. People just love it, and I think it was on the menu at other places before. I think it just like left the menu, but it stayed. It stood the test of time here in this country, which is, it's always funny how like Korea randomly grabs onto certain things, like Oreo O's. They disappeared everywhere else except Korea. Something like this. I don't know, but All right, going in though. Jeez. Excuse me. It's so good. I've been known to hate on Outback Steakhouse, specifically in Korea. I think yeah, for sure. I've never had it in America, and I think that the menu is slightly different, or the cooking preparations, or the types of meat they're using. But every time I get like steak from Outback Steakhouse, I've tried it at least 5 times. It's always so bogus, so I always stay away. Except this. This is the only thing that keeps me coming back. This tumba pasta is low-key fire. You can probably find a recipe online and recreate it somewhat easily. Actually, in Korea, there's a huge ramen craze going on right now. I guess Shin Ramyeon collaborated, maybe they didn't do a collaboration, but they came out with a tumba Shin Ramyeon. And I have been wanting to try it. I don't know if it would make a good video. Just try doing a little taste test. But I want to try it. So yeah, let me know if you want to see it. If not, I can just try it on my own. But I'm really liking the shrimp. This is, yeah, I gotta say, my favorite seafood pasta I've ever had in my life. There's zero seafood flavor. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I like it. And the shrimps, they also have the perfect little bite to them, and they're small, so there's many of them. Sometimes you get those pastas, like oil pastas, seafood pastas with those big, like langoustines, or whatever you call them, big shrimp, or what do you call them? Prawns maybe, but they're like still in the shell. And so you have to pick them apart, use your hands, and tear them up like that. That's just a nuisance to me. You know what I mean? Same goes with straight up clams and shells in pasta. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want a whole shell or multiple shells in my pasta that I have to use. Like, pasta to me is just a one fork type of deal. I don't really want to get too handsy with it. And that's a pretty good combo. The white wine and this. This fettuccine, man, it's just a pretty al dente. This is one of my favorite pastas, man. Oh man, getting full though. Might have to go speed mode on this. So I'm just gonna do the old shovel technique. I still have this cookie. It's a free add-on, so. All right. I'm gonna investigate it, and if it looks like something I would like, it sounds tasty right now, I might go for it. If it's, I'll tell you this much. The other day I got Subway, and they gave me a free cookie. It was like white chocolate and some kind of like berries in there. If it's that one, I'm gonna eat that because it was mighty fine. Chocolate chip, yeah, I don't know. I'll take a bite. Oh, this one came out good. Whatever. We're doing dessert. Really good texture on this one. Chewy, dense. A little bit of varying textures throughout. So you kind of have the harder part on the outside. A real soft, chewy in the mid. Well, I can't lie, I'm feeling some type of way. I just feel like I went through a whole damn day in the span of like 20 minutes there. Not really sure how to think about that. Has that ever been done before? No. World's first. I'm about to get out of here. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.